Farah.
Oh, Denver's going to... Oh, they're going to roll.
Really?
I had Jacksonville. Jacksonville's not going to Denver in a snowstorm and winning.
Fires toward the end zone. That ball is going to be caught for the touchdown. Parker Washington caught it in the left corner of the end zone. And Jacksonville strikes first. Fires left side. Wants Brenton Strange in the left side of the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown to Brenton Strange. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And Jacksonville has retaken the lead. Trevor takes it. Runs to the right. Runs it into the end zone. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by Trevor Lawrence. Goes another back for SETN. Calls to make him miss. Does to the 5. Dots put it all on. Touchdown. 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 A 10-yard touchdown pass to Travis Etienne. The Jags have extended the lead. How good is that? Fires downfield, and that ball's going to be picked off. The Jags intercepted. Jarian Jones went up and got it near the 30-yard line of the Jaguars. The defense takes it away in a huge moment.
Team effort. Just thankful that a small market team like us can come into a place like Mile High and get it done.
They just go hop on the bandwagon right now. Everybody in this locker room on the Jaguars team, even upstairs, we know everybody probably gonna try to hop on this bandwagon now, but we don't want anybody. They can stay where they at. It's us. It's all about the Jags. Everybody but us. Excuse my language, my mom, dad, grandma, but everybody but us.
1010XL 92.5 FM presents Jaguars Today with your hosts Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, and Dylan Denmark.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in to Jaguars Today. I got to check. I got to make this official. Coach Denmark, this is our last episode of the week?
Yes.
Okay, we are
it
off
is for
on
me.
Friday. Oh, it is for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what y'all got, but it's my last.
Tony, we're off on Friday, right?
Correct.
All right, just checking, man. I don't know. I just show up until they tell me to stop showing up. Good morning and Merry Christmas Eve to all. I'll be in a festive mood today, Tony. Mm-hmm. That would be a present to you, probably. maybe not to the audience. I don't know. They've come to expect my curmudgeonly ways at times. But look at who we have here. You know him. You may or may not love him, but you probably don't recognize him anymore. Duval Doom is in studio. He is the one in the Santa hat, the teal Santa hat, in case you're watching. Yep. Do that again. Wave again. What's going on with the camera? See that? Oh, you're getting picked up on both cameras. That was awesome. Yeah. Doom's got like 16 arms right now. That was phenomenal. But congrats. I'm only going to bring it up because you document it in public.
Sure.
But you've lost a hell of a lot of weight.
142 pounds.
Good for you, bro.
Yep.
How about that?
Yeah.
It's like losing a fifth grader or something. I think it's more than a fifth grader.
It's a little more than a fifth grader.
Not too many 142-pound fifth graders. That was always Hacker's line, though. I feel like I lost a fifth grader or something like that.
Why are you carrying a fifth grader around?
I don't know, but probably
that's why you lose 142 pounds.
Right. Now you know the difference. It is crazy for people out there who are like 150 pounds. It's like, imagine losing all of you.
I know.
Talking about
my
me.
wife that.
Yes. What do you weigh, Denmark?
$160.
Do you?
Ish.
You're wiry, man.
He's carrying that guy around.
Yeah, he's a DB all the way, man. He's a slight DB by NFL standards. Like, you don't look super skinny to me, but like Nate Wiggins does.
I was about to say, yeah. If I wore a football outfit, you'd be like, damn, that kid's skinny.
Well, if you wore a football outfit on an NFL field, it's like when you watch the NBA, they look like normal-sized people.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Steph Curry looks short.
Steph Curry walks in and you're like, well, damn, he fills the doorway up.
Yeah, he's at that annoying age where he's 160, and we watched him eat 5 donuts and half an apple fritter, and he was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't eat the 6th.
That only lasts so long.
Yeah.
You know, right
But
now.
you're in that window, so enjoy it, right? Honestly, because it's not like you not eating the donut today is not going to make you any skinnier at the age of 47. So eat your donuts. 3 different people brought in donuts today.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if it was Matt Every or who it was. Daniel Murphy brought in donuts on the drill. Denmark brought in donuts because he had to. And
I couldn't remember who lost. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's why. Dylan ain't digging in his pocket. He's the second least likely person to do that here at 1010XL.
Yeah. We all know number 1.
I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm not going to tell you. And then in the kitchen, somebody had like some gourmet donuts that made you gain 2 pounds by looking at them.
They were looking crazy.
And Doom was like, not on the plan, man. It's not on the plan.
Those things were huge.
So You're marching up and down ramps now to go see your Jaguars and feeling good about things for a number of reasons right now.
Oh, yeah, because we're going to the playoffs. And,
yes.
And the season has been fun. I said at the beginning of the season, all I want is I want it. Obviously, you always want everything. But beginning of the season, I said, man, win your home games. And they've only disappointed me one time so far. Knock on wood.
Right, and you're not going to usually win all of your home games either. I mean, Seattle's the only one who's come into Jacksonville and won. So
they're not losing on the road either
London
right now. Yeah,
no,
they're just not losing much.
Do you change though what's going to satisfy you? Like at the beginning of the season, I predicted them to go 9-8 and win the division on a tie break, and I thought, man, if they do that, even if they lose, now you get there and you get a home playoff game, but make the postseason in the first year or have a winning record under Liam Cohen after going 4-13 last year would be quite an accomplishment. But now you get here and you're like, I'd be so disappointed if they just make the playoffs.
I don't want to say this, but I guess I need.
Here it comes.
I'm going to have to. I have never before felt this way. Even I don't remember what I felt like in '99. I was 25. I was, running around being crazy.
Eating donuts.
Yeah, definitely eating donuts. I think they can win the Super Bowl if they keep playing the way they're playing. And I didn't feel that way in 17. I didn't feel that way in 22. It would have been great if it happened.
I definitely felt that way in 17 as it was playing out. Like but
Blake was why I didn't feel that. And I love
No, I get it. But I mean, they were a fourth quarter blown lead away from being there. And then that Philly team ended up scoring a ton of points, but they didn't scare me.
I will say that I remember watching that Super Bowl and thinking to myself, they're not running open like that on Jalen and AJ.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how it all plays out. But Doom's going to hang out with us because he's bored today. He hit me up. He's like, hey, so what are you doing Wednesday? Doom, you know what I'm doing Wednesday.
I wasn't sure you were working.
I know.
I was like, it's Christmas Eve.
I'm playing it up. No, are you kidding me? We grind around these parts. We'll put in our 2 hours, whether it's Christmas Eve or December 23rd, but not Friday, apparently.
Not Friday.
From what I'm told. We've got the voice of the Colts, Matt Taylor, coming up next.
That guy.
So, that guy. They all have one, Doom. They all, they're allowed to have a guy who works for their team who calls their games on the radio, and we will speak to him about the state of affairs. It's an ugly state of affairs on a big losing streak is what Indianapolis is, but not officially eliminated from the postseason. So hang out. We'll talk with Matt Taylor. We got John Ogier coming up next hour. Our question of the day is out there for you, and it's a pretty simple one. It's nothing too complicated here. In 3 words or less, describe how the Jacksonville Jaguars have you feeling right now, period. That's it. You tell us what that is. 3 words or less. A little phrase, could be 1 word, whatever the case may be, and hit us up with your thoughts there on social media. If you want to, you can hit us up at MD_1010XL, at 1010XL Fat Tony, at 1010XL Denmark.
But I'm actually teaching Forrest how to ride a bicycle.
How don't you have to know how to do that?
We really don't know what we're doing, but we've accomplished it because we got him riding it. We just told him to stay upright and balance himself, and he's doing a pretty solid job.
You just ride it, kid. Just pedal and move the wheels and stuff right there. And you can also hit at Duval_Doom today if you want to fully participate in the program. 641-1010 on the phone lines and the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Stream us. Check out the newly svelte Duval Doom as he has dropped all that fantastic weight. And you can stream us on YouTube, on X, and on Facebook for the oldsters out there as well. As we're off and rolling, we'll welcome in the voice of the Colts straight ahead. You're listening to Jaguars Today. Happy Christmas Eve to all from 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here for Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Truck time at Big Number 1 Duval Ford. And check out Duval Ford's huge selection of brand new F-150s right now. America's best-selling truck for over 40 years. You can drive one home with an incredible 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years, plus no payments for 90 days. That's right, 0 interest, no payments until next year. Your new F-150 is waiting for you at Big Number 1 Duval Ford. So swing by 1616 Cassett Avenue or DuvalFord.com today.
Jaguars Today.
For the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios at 1010XL.
4th down and 11, game on the line.
11 guys line up. but only one will end up the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
And there he goes.
On 1010XL.
The holidays are here, and before you hit the road, make sure your car is ready. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, you'll get an expert oil change in 15 minutes with no appointment, and you never leave your car. Stop by any of their convenient Jacksonville locations and let the pros get you holiday travel ready. With a 4.7 national customer rating and ranked #1 quick lube in America by Forbes, Valvoline gives you quick, trusted service when it matters most. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Drive in today and travel with confidence this holiday season.
It's a Weight Loss Wednesday
on Jaguars Today.
Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision, on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
There's lots of reasons to use Kuhn flowers when you need to send floral arrangements. This is RJ with 1010XL. No matter what the reason or the occasion, Kuhn Flowers delivers with only the best. Log on to kuhnflowers.com and make someone's day.
Hey guys, listen, there's no gift that's more beautiful, more versatile, and more meaningful than a beautiful piece of jewelry. Hickett here, and no better place to shop than locally owned Beards Diamonds, where making memorable moments is our specialty. This holiday season, Beards has put together the most impressive selection of can't-miss gifts. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, for every taste and every price range. And during the Beards' 44th anniversary sale, you can save up to 44%. Beards has what you want. The latest designer jewelry from names like Tacori, Verragio, Sylvie, Crown Ring, Gabriel, and Company, and more. And they've got classic diamond jewelry with either lab-grown diamonds or natural diamonds, something for any budget. Exquisite colored gemstone jewelry, solid gold fashion jewelry, pearls. Beards has the headliner gift she's dreaming about. Don't settle for impersonal service, lesser quality, or higher prices at the corporate chain stores in the town center. Beards Diamonds, your locally owned jeweler for 44 years at the St. John's Town Center.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, I'm worried.
You? Really? About what?
Well, I like to have a little seasonal potluck. You know, invite some friends and neighbors and guys from the office. But if the food gets spicy and the party gets rocking and that old toilet in the two-piece can't handle the traffic, well, what if my drain backs up right in the middle of everything?
Dude, imagine you're wearing my sunglasses.
Okay. Shoomp. Whoa.
If you're planning to host a holiday party and a blocked household drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, call us and tell us. The drain clearing experts at Bueller Air and Plumbing will unclog your drain for free.
You do that for free?
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but for free?
The holidays can get pretty hectic. If a clogged drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Jaguars Today on 1010XL.
All right, we continue along here on Jaguars Today on Christmas Eve, getting ready for a big divisional game on the road. Jags have clinched a playoff berth. The Colts trying to stay alive in that race, and we've got the voice of the Indianapolis Colts, Matt Taylor. Matt, thanks for a few minutes this morning. How are things? I guess not great up in Indianapolis as far as the football team with the little losing streak that the Colts are on right now.
Yeah, no, without question, it's a little bit of a rocky time here, to say the least, with the Colts on a 5-game losing streak, and they've lost 6 of their last 7, and just kind of continuing the themes, unfortunately. from the last time we talked a couple of weeks ago. Now that losing streak has just continued, and they just keep getting further and further away from that 7-1, 8-2 start to begin the year, which seems like a distant memory at this point.
Of course, the last time we spoke, Daniel Jones had not injured his Achilles, and all the repercussions that came out of that. We'll get to Phillip Rivers and how he has played coming out of retirement. But what does the future hold for Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts? How much desire is there, do you think, on the Colts side to get something worked out and to have him back in the mix in 2026 and beyond?
Well, I think he showed you enough. I think he showed you that he could experience career resurgence under Shane Steichen and with this offense. And I thought he had a really nice season in totality. And there's a little bit of an asterisk there just because the last 3 or 4 games of the year, dating back to probably that Berlin game in early November, he was dealing with the fractured fibula. And, to what degree that kind of hindered his mobility and hindered his, play to really experience the entirety of the offense. I don't think we'll ever know. Perhaps he'll talk, at the end of the season. But I think it's fair to wonder what could have been with a fully healthy Daniel Jones this entire season, because he played that well and he was that big of a leader and, that big of a talent inside the Colts locker room. And I think the most unfortunate part about Daniel Jones's injury, and there's a lot of them, don't get me wrong, but if you've been following along with this Colts whole quarterback carousel since Andrew Luck's retirement in 2019, it feels like they really found something after several false starts, if you will, at that position. And now he's dealing with a major injury, with major recovery. And he'll miss significant time in the offseason. And so if he does come back and join the team in free agency, because remember now, he's on a 1-year deal, even if he does come back, he's probably not looking to rejoin the team realistically, health-wise, until July, the start of training camp. So he'll miss a lot of the spring if he does come back. But I think there's a pretty decent shot that the Colts would want him back based on, what he showed for this team, what he meant for the team. And also just reality from a business standpoint. I mean, the Colts, they're probably going to be picking, somewhere in the 20s or, depending on how these last 2 games go, maybe better than that. But they're without their 2 first-round draft picks in each of the next 2 years because of the trade at the deadline to bring in Sauce Gardner. So they don't have a whole lot of resources in the immediacy to go out there and kind of charge their way up the draft board and get a quarterback that they perhaps covet coming out of the draft in the next couple of years. So I think it's a very realistic thing that Daniel Jones could be back in a Colts uniform.
What are they getting compared to what they expected to get from Phillip Rivers?
I think they're getting way more than what they expected to get out of him, to be honest with you. I mean, it's obviously you guys have been watching the story from afar. It's a very unique story. It's a special circumstance to bring a 44-year-old quarterback out of retirement. But, in the last 2 games, I thought he's played really well, to be honest with you. He knows the offense inside and out. Really great friends professionally and personally with Shane Steichen. So from that standpoint, from the mental side of things and the cerebral part of Phillip Rivers, he's the same old guy. He looks a little bit different, but he's the same old guy when it comes to, football smarts and being able to diagnose a defense. And so you've had 2 different game plans based on the opponents, right? Seattle a couple weeks ago was a very specific game plan to beat Seattle that day in that environment at Lumen Field. It was a very ground and pound. We're going to focus on Jonathan Taylor, see if he can rip off some big runs, but at the very least keep us on schedule from a down and distance standpoint. And then we want to get the ball out quick, 3-step drops, high completion percentage throws, and it almost worked based on how well the Colts defense played in that game against the Seahawks 2 weeks ago. This game on Monday Night Football a couple of nights ago, completely different, a little bit more open. You've had the intermediate part of the passing game open a little bit more, some more chunk plays, some more yards after the catch, things of that nature. The Colts had a hard time running the ball with Jonathan Taylor, which didn't help. But they put up 27 points on Monday Night Football on a national stage with a 44-year-old quarterback against San Francisco. And for whatever reason, this Colts team right now is not playing complimentary football. So, 2 weeks ago in Seattle, it was the defense that did their job. This go around on Monday night, the defense just fell apart. It was like Swiss cheese, giving up 41 points on their own, and then they had to pick 6 late in the game to kind of seal the deal. So, Phillip Rivers, I think right now, to believe it or not, with a 44-year-old guy who hadn't played in 4.5 years for the Colts anyways, I think Phillip Rivers is like your 15th biggest problem with this team as of right now, going into 2 very much must-win games at the end of the year inside the division for the Colts. But Phillip Rivers, I think, has done a very nice job of quarterbacking this team and giving it a chance to win in each of the last 2 games after very unique circumstances, having not played in 1,800 days between starts.
Talking here with Matt Taylor, the voice of the Colts. Matt, we saw on Monday night how it went. You talked about that defense letting them down. Brock Purdy, 5 touchdown passes. Now Trevor Lawrence rolls in as hot as he's ever been. How can the Colts match up defensively against the Jaguars pass game right now?
Yeah, they're just going to have to throw the kitchen sink at where the Jaguars are at right now. And, the Colts have been playing with a banged-up defense for most of the season, especially in the secondary, like we talked a couple of weeks ago. I don't know the status yet of Sauce Gardner. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back after a calf injury. We know Charvarius Ward is done. DeForest Buckner came back last week after a stint on injured reserve, missing the last 5 games with a neck injury. He came back, but, I think the Colts were pretty cognizant of where he was in a serious neck injury and on a little bit of a pitch count, and just wasn't the same version of DeForest Buckner that we're used to seeing, although you take him back in the lineup in any form or fashion because he's that good and he means that much. But, on the secondary especially, I just think the Colts are going to have to kind of, for lack of a better term, they're going to have to just sort of get over the lack of talent they have in that secondary and just play their style of defense as best they can. Lou Anarumo, I think, has been the last couple of weeks, due to personnel, pretty reluctant to play aggressive press man-to-man on the outside. You've seen a lot of zone, and I think that's why Brock Purdy and the Jaguars just had such success as they were playing that zone defense. Plus, the pass rush for the Colts didn't get home at all. They only rushed 4, and, Purdy had 34 dropbacks in that game, and the Colts had 1 quarterback hit and 1 sack, and they came on the same play. It was a lot to pressure. And he got a strip sack and a quarterback hit all in the same play. Outside of that, that was it. So, we always talk about how the pass rush and the secondary go hand in hand. They're kind of like this yin and yang part of the defense. Needless to say, against Monday night or against San Francisco, I should say, on Monday night, they did not play complementary football in that regard between those 2 units. So they're going to have to just throw caution to the wind in these last 2 games, playing with guys like Mekhi Blackman and Jonathan Edwards and Jalen Jones. They're just going to have to get up and really try to disrupt the timing of things, the passing game for the Jaguars wide receivers and Trevor Lawrence, who, as you said, playing his best football of his career.
Why hasn't Tyler Warren had more of an impact in the last month for the Colts? He hadn't had more than 3 catches or 30 yards in the last 4 games.
Yeah, it's a good question. Trying to get him going in the middle of the field, that's where he's kind of feasted for most of the season. I think the quarterback situation has kind of contributed to that. I think teams are playing him a little bit better, knowing that, with Phillip Rivers as your quarterback, the ball wants to get out quick and fast. So the season coming into that game, but they were really aware of how Phillip Rivers wanted to play and get the ball out quick. And so they did a nice job on Warren to limit his game. Now, Warren still got a couple of big catches, but, the first, 12 weeks of the season, you were routinely seeing Warren come away with, 60-plus receiving yards. He hadn't had a game like that in about a month, as you alluded to. And I think that's another part of this offense that sort of disappeared. And I don't think it's, one thing or another. I think there's a lot of things that have gone into that. It's the quarterback carousel, the injury to Daniel Jones. It's the playing style of Phillip Rivers. And I think the biggest thing late in the season now, teams are very cognizant and aware of the amount of ways and versatility that Tyler Warren can beat the defense and have a big impact in the game.
Matt, I won't ask you for your outright prediction on the score or anything like that, but do you think we'll see the most concerted effort from the Colts, the most desperate level of play that we've seen all season long?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that. I mean, obviously, you think that's what's necessary, considering. I mean, there's a situation here where the Colts get ready to take the field against Jacksonville on Sunday, and their playoff hopes are already eliminated because of the weird scheduling here late in the season with Saturday games now. So the Texans-Chargers game will impact the Colts. So if the Texans beat the L.A. Chargers, the Colts will be eliminated before they even have a chance to play Jacksonville. So they got to watch that game first. And then I think if the Chargers somehow pull off a win and beat the Texans, that perhaps could give the Colts, a little bit of extra juice and some extra fire going in to the last two games of the season, starting on Sunday against Jacksonville. But, the reason why I'm just kind of, I don't know what the right word is, just kind of wait and see in terms of the proposition for the last two is because, the Colts, they needed a win desperately the last couple of games. The Jacksonville game I know is a little bit different because of the injury to Daniel Jones, but the Seattle game they played desperate, and Phillip Rivers came in and gave them a good shot to win, and then they were even more desperate on Monday night in front of a national audience against the 49ers, and the defense just no-showed. It was really confusing how you could have pretty much the same unit on Sunday the week before, give up only 6 field goals and no touchdowns to a really good Seattle offense, and then come back, 7 or 8 days later and give up 41 on national TV and not have any semblance of a pass rush. So, you asked me for my prediction. I'm not going to give you a score because I can't even predict what type of team and an intensity we're going to see from this Colts team. Even though their backs are against the wall, you just don't know what it's going to look like week to week here late in the season from this Colts, offense and defense.
Well, we won't have long to wait. We'll find out on Sunday, and Matt Taylor will have a front row seat as the voice of the Indianapolis Colts. If you want to follow his coverage, you can find him on X at MayTayColts, and that's where he is located. Matt, I can't wish you luck, but we definitely appreciate your professionalism and the time you've given us this year. And good luck to you personally. Happy holidays to you and the family, and we'll look forward to catching up in 2026.
I appreciate you guys. Merry Christmas to you guys, too. Happy holidays, and all the best coming up in the playoffs for the Jaguars.
All right, there he is, the voice of the Colts, Matt Taylor. We'll continue along. Duval Doom in studio with us. Johnny O in hour number 2, your question of the day, asking you in 3 words or less, describe how the Jaguars have you feeling right now on this Christmas Eve. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars
Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
It's a Weight Loss Wednesday on Jaguars Today. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, your long-term solution for weight loss.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from cardholder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 48th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach open 7 days a week in December.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
It's the Jaguars' final home game of the 2025 regular season, and you don't want to miss it. Join us for our Fan Appreciation Game as the Jaguars face off against the Tennessee Titans in a can't-miss division matchup. It's your chance to cheer on the team as they take the field in their Prowler throwbacks for one last time this season. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action. Go to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Life's full of thrills, like fixing what's broken and hearing it roar back to life. But for the accident attorneys at Farah & Farah, one thrill beats them all.
It's the thrill of the win. When the team moves as one, every hand, every step, on point, putting in the hours, reviewing every detail, because the client deserves that. And when I've gotten to say, you're good, we've got it covered, that's the payoff. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah & Farah, Jacksonville.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pet Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPetServices.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, more Jaguars Today on 1010XL.
All right, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good Wednesday here as we get through Christmas Eve. I think what Hacker on tonight, are we going live full schedule today?
We are going on till 6.
Till 6.
So Frangie show, and then that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Hack is going to be on helmets and heels.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're clearing the airspace for Santa to.
Yeah, with Lauren and
come
Tommy
in.
out, I think it's going to be Taylor and Hacker. For
You say that
helmets
as
and
if
heels.
I knew who was out, who was in.
Man, I could have sat in with Taylor. She would have loved that.
I come in every morning and I go, is Tony here today?
I don't know that she wanted 2 hours of you bagging on the Bears. to talk
That's
Jaguars the
exactly
whole
what I
time.
was thinking.
You mean the northern Indiana Bears.
Right.
That
Northwest.
would be.
Northwest
Northwest, and
Indiana.
even better when you
Indiana.
can throw in one extra direction.
Exactly.
In there. Fantastic. Yeah, I do find it ironic, the Kansas Chiefs and it's the same thing. It's the Twin City. It's not the same state.
No.
Okay, if the Jags move to Brunswick, no
That's
one's
not the same.
they're going, you see? And so yeah, I find
I think a move to Brunswick would be the only way I would stay with the team.
the Schadenfreude is strong with me. Even if they move to like Orlando, which honestly none of that's happening, right? But I'm saying if that were in the hypothetical world that happened, it would have been like, nah, that's not our team anymore.
No,
no. I don't consider the Orlando Magic the home team of Jacksonville. You may choose to root for them. That's up to you. All right, if you want to get in, 641-1010. By the way, our question today, just intended to have a little fun, asking you in 3 words or less how the Jags have you feeling right now, all right? And that's it. You want to talk about the upcoming game against the Colts. You want to talk about Pro Bowl snubs. If you see it that way, you're certainly welcome to, or any other aspect of Jaguar football. Let's go to Larry on the north side. First up today on Jaguars Today. Larry, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Here's what I want to say. Super Bowl champ. That's what I got to say.
All right.
I ain't taking it back. Don't be mad at me.
I'm not. I'm not mad at you at all. I hope you're right. Yeah, we love you, Larry. We hope you're. Have you had any other luck predicting things lately?
Do you have the lottery numbers?
Yeah, I've been doing good. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want the IRS at me.
No, you're good, man. Super Bowl champs, and that's either if you count Super Bowl, if you want to count that as one word or two, you still got it in 3 words or less. So that's how they have you feeling right now, Larry. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Larry.
26.
What was that? I'm done.
Super Bowl champs 2026. If you use Super Bowl as one word.
All right, Super Bowl champs 2026. There you go. That'll work, Larry. We appreciate it, man. I hope you're right. Doom, you're out there with the crazies, right? The diehards every single week. Is that kind of the feeling? Like, are people waking up to the realization of why not us? Why not now?
I think so. I think people are really beginning to feel like this team could do something really special and win the Super Bowl.
I mean, if there was ever to be a year, right? And I don't, and you know it's coming, so who cares, right? Like, steel yourself for it. If you were to win the Super Bowl, well, yeah, you did it in the year where you didn't have to play this team. No, here's the thing. They weren't good enough this year. I'm sorry, that's just the facts. The Chiefs weren't good enough. Apparently, the Ravens aren't good enough. And anybody else who comes up short, that's why they play the games. The Jags.
Tell the Broncos fans that. Apparently, the games don't matter.
Jaguar social media has turned every fan base on its head because they can't handle it. They could probably handle it and go, you know what? Sometimes you get beat. But then the Jaguar fans are quick to bring the receipts of everything they said prior to that game and why, of course, there's no way that little old team is coming in here to do anything. They are mentally having a difficult time right now.
They are.
When every fan base that the Jaguars play says, yeah, that win was your Super Bowl, wasn't it? Well, if you're all
7.
are saying it, maybe y'all are the group that has the complex about Jacksonville more than they have one about you.
Yep.
And what exactly that game means. Look, we know they've played big games. They've come through in big moments this year. It's okay. When a team comes through against I'm not going to talk about Houston beating the Jaguars earlier this year and being like, that's their Super Bowl moment. No. I look at it and go, they made it happen, right? Like, you give them credit for doing what they did in that game, in that moment. I understand that that's not always easy to do when it comes to Jacksonville and the Jaguars for fans outside of this city, but you're allowed to. Denver can handle it with grace. Yeah.
I did not think the Jaguars were going to go into Denver and win that game. I didn't. I said it on social media.
I didn't think they would win it in that fashion. I didn't think they would handle them as easily as they did from about the middle of the first quarter.
Well, that's why the Super Bowl feel is real.
Right.
If they're going to do that to Denver, it makes you confident that they can do this to pretty much anybody.
Have you seen the Broncos fans saying now that, well, our defense hasn't really been playing that great the last few weeks?
Okay. Yeah. And, how is that our fault?
It's not.
Is part of that because we executed and Liam Cohen out-schemed? Vance Joseph, and yes, I think all that is
so you needed to come up with another way of just saying the Jaguars are better?
Right, and we play in a weaker division, but we swept their division, so...
Right, all that is nonsense because, I saw the graphic yesterday. I forget who put it together, and I'll take their word for it that it's accurate. Jags are 5-3 against playoff teams. The 5 wins are the most of any team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Of teams that are currently in the playoffs right now. Oh, by the way, the Carolina Panthers are leading their division right now, and you dispatch them with ease. And I've heard Panther fans say, well, yeah, we were a different team then. You don't think the Jags were a different team in week 1 compared to what we just saw against Denver this week?
I would put the Jaguars right now against the Panthers right now, and we would boat race them.
Oh, I have no doubt that the Jags would be, at least in my mind, a strong favorite to win the game. I mean, 14 points in the NFL is a boat race these days, when you beat a good football team. So I'm not saying that would, but then again, 35-6 is also a boat racing, and that they've also administered that one as well as
that's a playoff team that we did that to.
It is a playoff team who, in fact, if they win out, will win the AFC West, the LA Chargers. And I see a lot of nobody is pointing out that the Chargers have won 7 of their last 8.
What's that one?
What is the other one? Maybe that's why they're not pointing it out because it was such a beatdown. Look, all it's fun and all that's great you still got to take care of business on a week-to-week basis because we beat the Chargers 35-6. If they beat the Jags 28-27 in the postseason, they get the bragging rights for the end of time for this season, and that's just the way it goes. All right, so let's take a time out here. Let's come back if you want to get in, 641-1010. John Ogier approaching at the top of the hour. Give us your 3 words that describe, or less, that describe how you're feeling and how the Jags are making you feel or allowing you to feel right now on this Christmas Eve. Duval Doom in studio with us, Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, and Dylan Denmark here with you on Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today. You're at the home of the Jaguars in the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Superior products, exceptional service.
Oh, Christmas.
I love this Christmassy time of year.
You know, at Christmas you stop to think about your friends.
Brought you a Christmas gift.
Merry Christmas from 1010XL.
This is what Christmas is all about.
May all your Christmases be bright.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
It's a Weight Loss Wednesday on 1010XL. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is larger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. You'll always find great deals on our huge selection of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, all prepped and ready for a test drive. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues today. Stop by or shop from home at HondaoftheAvenues.com. Proud sponsor of Sporting Jags.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 24th, 1967, the New York Jets quarterback Joe Namath becomes the first player in NFL history to throw for 4,000 yards in a single
Northeast
season.
Florida, power outages are unavoidable, but losing comfort, security, and peace of mind doesn't have to be. With a Generac home standby generator from American Electrical Contractors, your power comes back on automatically the moment an outage begins. As Jacksonville's leading and one of the longest-running Generac dealers, American Electrical Contracting has the experience you deserve. Be prepared. Protect your home and family. Protect your business. Generac standby generators from American Electrical Contractors. Call 737-7770 or online at american-electrical.com.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and when the weather starts to shift a little bit, especially during the fall, you've got some really cool stuff from Honda Off-Road.
We do. Favorite time of the year for me. Nice little chill in the air. We've got some side-by-sides. We've got the ATVs. Of course, they're legendary dirt bikes. We've got it all.
And for the hunter?
We've got side-by-sides that work and play.
All right, so make sure you check it out. Showroom wide open for you on Atlantic near Regency. If you want to go off-road and have some fun, check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
The drip from a leaky faucet isn't just annoying, it's wasteful. Worn parts or corrosion could waste thousands of gallons a year.
Superior Plumbing and Pipeline will fix it fast. When your faucet's leaking, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Everything you need to know about the Jags. Jaguars Today on 1010XL.
All right, Jaguars Today continues along. Last show of the week, and then we'll be back, of course, with you on game day. Jags will be up in Indianapolis, going up against the Colts team that allowed 48 and 5 touchdown passes to Brock Purdy on Monday night. Trevor Lawrence didn't sound like Matt Taylor earlier in the hour, Tony. Felt like they necessarily have a whole lot of good answers on defense right now.
Yeah, they're really struggling on that side of the ball.
It is crazy, too. Like, again, they could be out by Sunday. They could be eliminated. But if the Chargers win, and I do think the Chargers are going to win this week, then the Jags winning puts the Texans in the playoffs. Isn't that kind of
It does, but doesn't it
strange?
also win us the division?
Yes. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't want to win, and there are benefits to it, obviously. I'm just saying that would be the final game that allows them to get in.
This is how different they have me feeling this year. I want the Texans here.
Do you want the Texans
Bring
here?
it on,
Who
baby.
don't you want here?
There's nobody. I mean,
Okay.
I think I would be most nervous about the Bills. But
You know who I want here? Denver.
That'd be fun, too.
And I think it might happen. I don't know about them coming here, but I think Denver may mess around and lose that division.
Yeah. I think Buffalo's a good call for a lot of reasons. Like
Josh
if they're
Allen
going to be
is
coming here, Josh Allen and what those Bills can do, and the Bills fans will be here.
Right.
Folding
They'll show
table
up.
sales will go through the roof.
Although, as Stacy points out, every time they come here, she's like, I don't know why they get so excited. They lose every time they come
they
here.
lose a lot.
Right.
But yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you still, though, Josh Allen on any given day can go out there and
be Josh Allen.
Right.
Post 6 touchdowns.
Like we can talk about from the Jacksonville perspective and, people kind of downgrading what they've done this year because look who's not in the AFC playoff run, right? Like, well, for Josh Allen and the Bills, they haven't done it yet. Right? Like they haven't won what people thought they could potentially win yet. So from a Buffalo perspective, they got to be looking at it going, if it's not going to happen now, is it
may
ever
never
going to happen? Right? Like that's got to be the way that they're approaching it as they go into the playoffs. I don't know. I'm with you. I do think the two teams that would make me most nervous are Houston and Buffalo. Right? Like they are the two. And Houston because they do have that superpower, which is the defense. Right? They don't scare me because Jacksonville's familiar with them. Like I know what that game looks like.
Yeah.
But Houston has been such a thorn for this team lately, right? That it's one of those things, if it happens, the nervous energy of this fan base if Houston is coming here will be
I'll be
through
very
the roof.
nervous. Oh yeah, I'll be very nervous. My thing is we had them, and I just don't think a Liam coached team is going to forget that we shouldn't even be in this position, and we won't let it happen again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If they don't let them off the hook, then it might be you're like, man, how can we get the Colts in as the 7? And because I'm sorry, I don't see Indy coming here or anywhere. And I mean, they're on a 5-game losing streak. They're not going to beat anybody. In the current, and that includes Jacksonville this week. I fully believe that. Now, crazy things can happen in the NFL.
Divisional games too.
They put up 27 points on Monday night. That's a legitimate offense, but their defense was absolutely atrocious, even with DeForest Buckner back.
Yeah.
Are you worried about the running game, Doom? Because the Jags haven't run for big numbers in a while, right? 16 carries for 50 yards for Travis Etienne this week. And I understand teams are trying to take that away from them, and that's to Trevor Lawrence's benefit, and maybe that will balance out. But do they need to be able to run the ball, particularly with potential trips to cold weather cities in play?
I think they do, but I also think that they are running successfully. It's just they're not getting the yardage out of it, but you don't see them going away from it until they are starting to pile on. Like Trevor's still running it. Etienne's still running it. They're just not getting those.
Trevor's running it, but I don't think of that as the running game. Like that's kind of, to me, happenstance because he's not really running too many designed runs. The play at the goal line was, You know,
but I do think we should include what they get done in the screen game as part of the run game.
It was Brady's run game for 1,000 years.
Right.
Was that dink and dunk?
And I do think they're effective doing that right now.
Brady also, though, at times had a run game where you could turn around and hand it to Corey Dillon or Antoine Smith and really rely on that as well. And again, you know, look, they are what they are. They're not perfect in every single category. And I think that Travis Etienne in any given week can go for a big week. It's just, I'd like to see a little bit more consistency, you know, get that yards per carry average back up to where it was early in the season.
I'm nervous that we're not going to see this before the playoffs because the two teams defensively that they'll be playing between now and then aren't good enough to do anything to really threaten you, right? With Indianapolis and Tennessee. But somebody's going to go back to, all right, we're now sure Trevor can beat us.
Right, and then they'll
right,
change
so the boxes will get a little lighter again. Once you get down into the stretch a little bit, I don't think it's going to happen necessarily the next couple of weeks and don't think it would make much of a difference if it did happen in the next couple of weeks, but it will in the playoffs. And if they're not able to run the ball effectively in that situation, that's when I would get nervous about it. And I don't think it's a question we're going to be able to answer until it's playoff time and we're going to be answering it as it happens.
How much of it, though, do you think is the coach's prerogative, meaning he likes throwing the ball? I don't care what he says. He likes throwing the ball. You can tell he wants to call a game where they're slinging it all over the field. And since it's working, how much of it is him not going, okay, we're going to push here, we're going to push here, we're going to push here, just keep running it, keep running it, keep running it. I don't know.
Yeah, but, you know, you go back to last year in Tampa, and I think as the season went on, they got more effective running the football.
They did.
And they leaned more into it as Bucky Irving became more acclimated to the National Football League. Honestly, I think Liam wants to win. And sure, it's fun to carve it up when you've got a quarterback playing at a high level. But in the end, I think that all these guys, man, I don't think Trevor really gives one rip about what the numbers are at the end of the day. And it's fun. You know, they put themselves in a great position where, you know, people are chasing them. Just take care of your business this week, and you may find yourselves as AFC South Division champs by the time we reconvene next Monday. All right, 1 hour in the books. John Oehser going to swing by. Got a lot to do next hour. We've got our 10-10 take. Tony will take us around the league. We got our question today. Which 3 words or less describe how the Jacksonville Jaguars have you feeling right now? Duval Doom visiting, and he brought presents, too. I haven't opened it. You open yours yet?
Not yet.
It's
no.
heavy. I don't know
you
what
guys
it is.
got to open the presents.
I think it's probably several gold coins is what I think it is. Because
Bitcoins?
No, Bitcoins don't have any weight to them. But yeah, you hear stories, man. I saw a picture of somebody who kind of had an ironic, like in 2009, had like, I don't know what it was, like 900,000 Bitcoin, right? And they're like, you know, in this grade, this is worth nothing. And yeah, I saw a thing, Doom, a graphic a while back from a video game contest, right? This is when Bitcoin first came out, and it was like first place was $500, second place was $200, fifth place was 1 Bitcoin, right? And it was like, oh, isn't that nice?
Have you seen the if you go into Papa John's, they have this little poster over by like the corner thing where they talk about how the first Bitcoin purchase was a guy buying Papa John's pizza with his Bitcoin.
Is that right?
And he I saw a meme. I never checked the veracity of it, but it's the money he spent on that pizza with Bitcoin back then is like $200,000 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that? All right. That's a pretty expensive pizza. All right. The senior writer, John Oehser, joins us in studio. Coming up next, you're listening to Jaguars Today on Christmas Eve on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today. From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL.
4th and goal at the 1. They set up in the eye.
When you add up the moments and break down the best,
it's a hostile environment.
You're left with a performance-painting, high-performance play of the game.
Up in the air, it is caught!
On 1010XL.
If Santa had a pit crew, it'd look a lot like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Fast, friendly, and they get the job done in 15 minutes while you stay in your car. No appointment needed. Just pull up and let their technicians handle the rest. With convenient locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and ranked #1 Quick Lube by Forbes, Valvoline delivers service even Santa would trust. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, helping Jacksonville reduce the stress of holiday travel.
It's Awaken 180 Weight Loss Wednesday
on Jaguars Today.
'Tis the season for savings at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Take advantage of the Second Amendment sales tax holiday now through December 31st. Firearms, ammo, and accessories, all tax-free. Secure your holiday gifts with a Browning gun safe, and they'll deliver it right to your door. Come test shoot the newest bows by Hoyt and Matthews at Green Acres Sporting Goods at the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard.
Wrap up your holiday list with a little help from 1010XL's Holiday Gift Guide. Find unique gift items from Jacksonville Flower Market, Hello Smooth Med Spa, and Green Acres Sporting Goods. Start shopping and saving at 1010XL.com.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, folks were smiling thanks to more of their own money in their accounts. Hello, it's Congressman Aaron Bean. This year, we delivered the largest tax cut in history, the Working Families Tax Cut. It will help you keep more of what you earn, strengthen Medicaid, and protect the financial strength of Northeast Florida's families, businesses, and seniors. During the holidays, and as always, serving you is what we do. Visit bean.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When you head out for a night with friends or going to the big game, don't forget the best game plan to win the night is to designate a driver and guarantee a safe ride home. Hydrating between buds is the best play you can make. Bud Light, reminding all to drink wiser.
This football season, make Hurricane Grill and Wings your game day getaway. Sip on handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita or enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Game day drink specials are here all season. Find a location near you at hurricanewings.com.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. Every year we have gentlemen come in with the same problem. They just don't know what to buy their wife for Christmas. Well, one thing we can start off telling them is they've come to the right place because at Underwoods, it's been our business since 1928 to keep in our stores what ladies want to own. We have a professional credentialed staff that'll treat you the way you expect to be treated, and they can really help solve your problem. We have North Florida's finest collection of diamond jewelry, an extensive collection of pearls. You might be interested in seeing some of the hot new designer jewelry pieces from names like David Yurman, John Hardy, or Roberto Coin. If it's a watch you want, we carry Rolex and other watches that are considered the best. And the one thing you'll love and she'll recognize is the hand-wrapped silver package with a satin ribbon our gifts come in. So make this a Christmas to remember at Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentist and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Here's your 1010XL local sports update, sponsored by FSBDC at the University of North Florida. Florida men's basketball play resumes Monday versus Dartmouth. Hear the game live starting at 5:30 on 1010XL AM stream. Brooks Koepka is out at Live Golf. The 5-time major champ says he's stepping away to focus on family. That's your 1010XL local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 11:02, it's 70 degrees. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler, Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. It's time for Oh No's with Jaguars.com's John Osher. Oh No's.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Served up by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
All right, Jaguars Today moving along on this Christmas Eve. Thought we lost our musical accompaniment there for a minute. Got to have Push It. Anytime Johnny O is here. Getting situated right now.
I was getting situated.
How you doing?
Good.
How are things?
Good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Big day.
Yeah. Big day. Doom's here.
Yeah, Doom's here.
Yeah.
Big day
you
for
were
Doom.
excited about
But it's
that.
a big day for us.
He was anticipating you would also wear your teal Santa hat, but apparently
it's at home.
Apparently not. So I thought you'd be twinsies. I imagine it's a pretty jubilant building to be working in these days.
Yeah, it's a good. Everybody's fired up, and I think focus is probably the. There were questions yesterday to the coordinators about celebrating. I'm not sure there's much celebration when you sort of knew that you were getting in, meaning Monday night. I mean, there was now
right.
It's time to move on. I mean, this has been a business-like approach all season. I'm sure there were some fist bumps and.
Right, and I'm sure there was some of that in the locker room after the Denver game as well. But the feeling like, hey, this is not the end game. We haven't proven.
Right.
This is not the goal line that let's prove we can win a road game in Denver in the regular season.
Right, and I think there was a sense of, I don't say satisfaction, but hey, what else can we do to show that we belong in this? But I think there's always been a sense for the last 6 weeks of. It really doesn't matter if people think we belong or not.
They don't want him to think that anymore, right? They really. Liam doesn't. Liam does not want any credit because he's using it so well right now.
Right.
They're not going to give us any credit. And
now
now
the funny thing is they're getting plenty of credit.
Well, but that's the thing. But it's leaking in, with like a Trayvon saying, "Hey, if you weren't there, we don't want you now."
Right.
And he said it colorfully.
Love that guy.
Afterwards, that really right now the most edgy broadcast in America is Jaguars postgame when the Jags win. Let's go down to Bucky Brooks in the locker room.
Yeah.
That's when it gets.
Bucky's just gritting his teeth.
A little. Now Bucky loves it. Bucky doesn't care.
Yeah, Bucky will throw down on you.
Yeah, I mean, Dewey is to let a few fly, and the best was Trayvon dropping the F. And then apologizing to all of his kin, and then doing it again immediately next. Like, hey, it's coming again.
It's coming again.
Here it comes.
I
apologize, but Mama, here it comes again. So, and look, that's great. You need rallying cries, and I think it's funny that Denver. Some fans and media are like, oh, I can't believe the Jaguars are taking this, what was a compliment, and turn it into a slight. It's master psychology going on. And here's one thing. We haven't brought this up this week, I don't think, Tony, on Jaguars Today. But, you go back. Liam is a salty piece of work, right? And, I mean, you got the Robert Saleh thing after the game. And any perceived slight, Liam's going to take it.
Oh, he's petty.
He's petty, right?
In a beautiful way.
Right. But remember when Devon Bailey got traded from the Broncos to the Saints?
Yes.
And then Sean Payton comes out. Yeah, there's some other teams there. Jacksonville was trying to get him. That's just bad form in the NFL because now, wait a minute, Jacksonville, if they come calling to us, maybe we need to up the price because they, you feel desperate. People don't like their business being put out there in the National Football League, whether that's paranoia or not.
That wasn't taken well.
It wasn't taken well, right? And then when you do that, it comes off dismissively. And I really do believe that Sean Payton was trying to say, look, they're in a small market. You probably haven't seen them. Saying to the outside world, like, I watched the film and because you probably don't recognize, even after this game, who saw them play Denver?
Right.
The other than the cities that were in the divisions with those two teams.
That's what Sean meant, and but it was still the first thing you think of is small market.
Right.
So
now it's all over the place, right? It's hashtag small market. Like PFT, it loves it. And like in an actual way, Doom, where he's kind of like siding with Jacksonville, like dismiss them as small market, and everything that they say about the Jags now includes the phrase small market.
Well,
in there.
It's easy too because Sean Payton is such an unlikable person from a fan standpoint. It's easy to take it as a
he's not warm and cuddly.
He's not a guy you look at and go, that's a nice guy.
Right. I'll bet when the Jaguars continue to be relevant for a year, my guess is 31 other teams fans will not like Liam Cohen very much.
Probably not. Right. They'll join the Buccaneer fans who right now are singing
and that's fine.
Right. They're singing a much different tune right now.
But you know what? This stuff is supposed to be fun. There's supposed to be pettiness.
Absolutely.
There's supposed to be back and forth to it. They're playing a kid's game. They're grown men doing this. Get an edge, have fun with it. It's not the end of the world if Jaguars fans don't like Broncos fans.
Or if every fan base in America hates us because they think Jag fans are arrogant and undeserved and all that.
It's always the funniest comeback from anybody. It's like, this is not that serious. It's like, we know.
Right? No, who said it's serious? Right? Like as soon as the show's off, I'm not thinking about what you screamed at me on social media. It's like fantastic.
And what I love is 2 minutes after the game, I was posting something on Twitter because I go on multiple times after the game to post stories. And somehow on the algorithm, there's this Broncos fan on my list, however it works, saying, well, I'm sure the Jaguars and their 5 fans will really enjoy this win.
All right. So
it's always back to the size of the fan base.
This was your Super Bowl.
You'd see a lot more of that if you followed me on Twitter. I'm just saying.
Well, and that's the thing, though.
I don't have the time nor the inclination.
There is a group of Jaguar fans that don't think about it like they're at all different levels of fandom, right? Some people just watch on Sunday, and that's it. And they're oh, the Jags won, and fine. But for the people that are in the weeds on Jaguar social media is a petty group. We can insult us, you can't insult us, and they take it to an extreme. Yeah. So those people love Liam Cohen's brashness. They think he's full Duval.
He's great.
My hot take on Jaguars AM yesterday was it was what you want for Christmas, and I said I want 1.1 million Liam Cohen masks, so everybody in the city of Jacksonville, just using a number, could wear them because I think he is going to be the guy to define this fan base, this franchise. The connection between him and the fans already is. Yeah. But it's going to be unbelievable because he's sort of the Pied Piper.
Yeah, keep my name out of your mouth is the most Duval thing a coach in Jacksonville has ever said.
And what's really funny is, in retrospect of seeing that, I've seen some of the clips from very early when he was introduced, and you watch those clips now and you're like, oh, that's not Liam. Not just the Duval
right,
thing.
He had his best behavior.
He was so buttoned up in that suit when he's like, hey, I'm in Jacksonville.
He had on his Easter suit.
Right, and it's so much not Liam.
Now he's playing outside.
Well, right, exactly, and he skinned up his knees, and he loves it. And the Bucs fans went from good riddance to I told you we should have gotten rid of Bowles and kept this guy. I mean, and it's like,
well, you love it that Liam, from that perspective of where he was early and where he is now, that when he got that kind of sense from the fan base of, oh, when I do that, they just grip me even harder, right? Like they just hug me tighter. When I do this stuff, he's like, I'll go all in on that.
Our petty matches his petty, and he realized it.
All right, we got to take a time out here. We got John in for the rest of the hour. Doom's here as well. Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, Dylan Denmark here with you. If you want to get in, 641-1010. Give us your 3-word or fewer phrase or thought for how the Jacksonville Jaguars have you feeling. You can hit us up on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010 or on social media with that one as we continue along. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. He's our big hitter.
I'm Jaguars Today's middle linebacker, Tom McManus.
He tackles Jags talk from a middle linebacker's point of view. Fridays on 1010XL. Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville Trust. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
Awaken 180 weight loss.
Jaguars Today, Wednesday.
It's December. You need cash. You also need a new Kia Fast. At Keon Atlantic, you can get both because it's our year-end cash bash. And during the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event, make no payments for up to 6 months. Or take advantage of 0% APR. Hurry and get to the year-end cash bash. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Former Jags middle linebacker Tom McManus brings up grit to the ladies of helmets and heels.
You do it as tough as it is possible to do.
Tommy, Lauren, and Taylor.
Backed by Green Law Group. Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
You want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to floridahomeac.com/careers to find out more. We're talking a competitive, guaranteed base salary with bonus opportunity, comprehensive paid training programs, and promotions based upon performance and top shelf benefits. It's all waiting for you. Log on to floridahomeac.com/careers. Florida Home AC, equal opportunity employer.
What NFL quarterback connected on TD passes with 98 different players during his career?
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowner's policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Tom Brady threw 105 touchdown passes to Rob Gronkowski, but there are 97 other players who caught at least one.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
Truth Teller here, and I've solved all of your holiday problems and stress. A gift card from the Blue Crab Crab House. Get this, you buy a $50 gift card, and you get an additional $15 card for free. It's that simple, and as always at the Blue Crab Crab House, the best crabs in Jacksonville, oysters and seafood, period. Blue Crab Crab House, open every day except for Monday off of San Jose on Jewington Creek Road.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Just recently, Cam Little was good from 68 yards to set an NFL field goal record. You know who else goes the distance? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project. Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family-owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Oh noes.
Served up by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft on 1010XL.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, everybody. Yeah, it's that time of year when everyone matches my good mood, brings himself up to my cheerful level that I'm at pretty much year round, I find to be the case.
I associate you with year-round cheer.
You appreciate my year-round cheer?
I associate
Oh,
you.
you associate.
And people say
me with year-round cheer. I got it. All
Tell
right.
me about happiness. I say, well, let me introduce you.
Let me give you an example, living example. Someone on the text line, I don't even know if their name is Biff, but they said Biff, so that's what they're calling it.
Biff.
I, Biff, am feeling John Ozier joyful.
Huh?
Is that supposed to be like overjoyed? Or
I'm all
is
about
that,
the joy.
Like, is that a play on the sound of your name?
Any level of joy.
Is he just joyful that John is here?
I don't know. Maybe so. It's hard to say.
Maybe he's just caught up in it.
We're happy that you're happy right now, right? Feeling good as hail, which is kind of a Lizzo. I didn't exactly say it the way she does, but I think that was what the intention was right there.
Like,
also,
oh, hail no? Is that what you're getting at?
It's HAI-AIL. Hi-ale.
Okay.
You have to listen to the song.
Yeah, no, I've heard the song. I'm familiar with the song. I just can't sing. So
I've never heard the song.
There's that. You never heard "Good as Hell" by Lizzo?
It's a great song.
Hey, it really is a good song. Yeah.
If you want,
it's a good workout song.
It's a good
actually.
Is that from the
song.
last 25 years?
Yes.
It's in the last few years. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
Hey,
the last
look,
2.5 years.
Let's see if Tony knows. Tony, what's the last album that I bought of new music?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. There you go. It's their second album.
I would consider that buying new music.
That was for me. Like I bought that. Like when the CD came out, like their second album, I got that new. My wife bought me an Adele album, and I'm like, for Christmas, and I'm like. Huh.
Okay.
She goes,
Was it
but
a
you
CD?
like Adele. I'm like, I like Rolling in the Deep. I mean, like, I like that song.
Right.
Sure, I do. And
She got you a CD?
hello.
Adele
Yes.
is delightfully
That's
talented,
awesome.
Mike.
Oh, she's crazy talented. I don't want to hear a whole album of it, though.
My future son-in-law, it's like if you met him, he's the most Georgia guy you'd ever think of, and he absolutely just loves it.
I got a CD for him there.
Yeah.
Looky here. Let's go across the pond. It's going to be Christmas there before it's Christmas here. Christoph is in the UK, and he's joining us. Merry Christmas, our good friend over there in the British Isles. What's going on, brother?
Merry Christmas to you all as well. I am sitting in the bask of a winter evening waiting for our Christmas dinner because Mina's side of the family celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. So technically I get 2 Christmases.
Nice.
And it'll be an even better Christmas if we can get these next 2 wins and get some decent seating for the playoffs.
Yeah, Christoph, at this point, I think anybody in this room would be surprised if it doesn't go that way, wouldn't you? I mean, based on the trajectory of the way things have been going?
There's still that little nagging bit of doubt in my head. You know, there's still division opponents.
I understand.
It is Phillip Rivers. I was at a game where Phillip Rivers ran for a first 12 yards plus for a first down. Way back
I hope he runs.
Yeah, I do
run.
recall that. No, I know what you're saying. Like you say, please run until it's like, how did that guy just pick up 3rd and 9? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Christoph, but I think let's put it this way: if the Jags do take care of business against the Colts, and and presumably the Texans or the Titans as well, and they win the division, are you making it over to the States for a playoff home game?
I will have to sell a kidney and beg my beautiful, amazing wife to be able to do that, but I will seriously look into it. I'm not going to lie.
Well, sell somebody else's kidney. Sell Doom's kidney. You know,
Nobody wants my kidneys.
You know, knowing Mina will. That's not the issue. You married well, brother. You married way above your pay grade. So,
I know.
all right. Well, listen, man. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Enjoy the Christmas Eve version of it and the full Christmas Day version of it, and then watch your Jaguars go out there and pace the Colts on Sunday.
Fingers crossed, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas to
Duval. Right back at you, brother. Duval Pride Worldwide. The sun never sets on Duval County. There's our man Christoph across the pond checking in right there. This guy, John, like 2 weeks ago, he's like, you better stop with all this talk about how we're going to handle the Jets. I'm like, come on. Like, I get Denver. Denver's the number 1 seed. You're going to their place. I'm like, come on, bro. You got
trap game.
Not a trap game.
It was a trap
Not
game.
even it's only a trap game if you've got the kind of team that's going to let it be that. And which is why we've talked about this in the last few weeks. That loss to Houston, I would still rather, if you had the win, you'd have the division locked up. I'd rather have the win because then you'd be in line for the number 1 seed. Don't get me wrong. But I wonder do they win all 6 in a row after that? I don't know. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. I mean, it's not like the Charger game was close at all, but I feel like it just had the ability to super focus them on the task at hand. They realized that, we are good enough that we can dictate whether we're going to win these games. It's not out of our hands. It's up to us. And if we don't collapse, teams can't beat us right now.
Yeah, I think that also really changed the pass rush. Started playing a lot better and much more consistent and playing smarter up front because they realized that they had to. I don't know if they'd have learned that lesson without that game.
I will say that I know for a fact that Josh Hines Allen saw some of our tweets. I know for a fact that he saw some of our post-game tweets after the Houston game.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Like all these guys, I mean, Eric Armstead talked about how they've heard the chatter and that what people are saying and that they were on the brink of collapse and all this stuff, and it felt that way. When it was such an epic meltdown, and you had a really good team coming in, and you wondered how they would respond. And it is kind of funny because players do this, and the Jags are getting into that mode right now, and whatever you need to tell yourself to get yourself playing at peak efficiency is fine, right? But the whole nobody believed in us. What about all the times you were believed in and you lost, right? Then nobody goes, oh, you know what? You're right. You believed in us and you were wrong to do that,
Look, the bottom line is they haven't gotten respect until now because for 15 years they were bad.
They haven't won consistently, right?
And they beat Carolina, which was impressive. Then you go out and lose the next game. They've been good all year, and if you're really watching, it's clearly been good all year. But not everybody watches with an objective eye, and when you lose, when you drop to 4-3, people are going to not believe.
The way they lost in London was upsetting. I understand now that the Rams are a very good team, but at the time, from my perspective as a fan, it felt very much like they treated London like it was a vacation trip. That's how it felt. They're going over there early. Liam's talking about how his wife loves shopping. Like, there were just a bunch of things that as a fan, we were like, man, they didn't take that seriously, and they got their butts whipped.
I wonder, because, the Jags hierarchy over the years, they felt like they figured out the best way to go was to go on Thursday night, right? And get there Friday morning, immediately go to the practice field. And the best way to combat fatigue and all that. And the Jags, this regime reversed it, right? Yeah. And then you saw the Rams literally, what did they fly the day before?
Yeah.
On Saturday. They're just like, we're just going to get off the plane and play football.
With no Puka.
Let's not worry about this. It's not a big deal. Right, with no Puka in that game. So,
I was thinking about this week, too, when the drill had Fred on. As they do each Monday. And I'm listening to Fred, and he's getting asked the questions about 99 and the Super Bowl feel for this team. And I was thinking about that run leading up to 99, right, John? And 1996 was the magical year, right? That's when everything just broke their way. They found a way. The Denver thing that we were talking about last week, getting ready for that game. 97, 98, they were good. Both those years, they were really good. But 99 was as well put together as Tom Coughlin had put together a team. And they felt like one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league. Couldn't find a way against the Titans. But they felt like a team, in my memory, throughout the year that it was like, now's the time. Right? Like, this is year 4 of this. They've been good throughout this entire run. It's going to be culminated with the championship that we feel like they could have won maybe at any point in this 3 years, but they didn't quite get it done. This is the year. This is the team. And I feel like this year's team, when you look at the timeline of 22 to today, right? And 22 kind of felt like that 96 kind of magic again. Late in the season, they were 8-3 halfway through 23, and then everything collapsed for a year and a half. And it's almost like they're getting the rare opportunity to do the first time over again, right? It's the way this team feels like to me. So it all feels so fresh because when they played the way they did in 22, we thought the whole division's going to have to be looking up at Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson for the next half decade minimum, right? Like, that's the feel that it had. Maybe they're entering one of those kind of windows again. That's not to say that I want to look ahead to what next year is going to be for the football team. But I do think it's interesting that they're getting to do it again in 25 with a quarterback that already has the experience of 22 and coming back in that playoff game. And we'll see how far they can ride the wave that they're on right now.
Yeah, I don't I think it's going to be moving forward so different from 22 and 23 that I don't know how much that'll be seen. But I do think the fact that Trevor was there before and a lot of these guys were there in 22 has sort of been for it was 22, right? Because 23 they collapsed. Right. I think that has sort of been overlooked by some people as a factor. A lot of these guys have been through it before. They made the run late. They played in pressure games. I think the difference for me, as you were talking, 99, and you're going back so far, they were really good. But if you look at their schedule, they really didn't beat anybody that year. They were really good, but they played a lot of backup quarterbacks. That's the difference between this year's team and that team to me. This team's beating a lot of good teams. They lost a couple of good teams. But they beat the 49ers. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Chiefs when the Chiefs were good.
The Chiefs were healthy.
The Broncos.
Didn't have Rashee Rice. 49ers played with Mac Jones. I'm just saying
Right.
that they've gotten their breaks along the way here as well.
Yeah.
I thought we played Purdy.
We did play Purdy.
Oh, Purdy. I'm sorry. You're right. But there were a few early in the season.
There were, but they've beaten,
I mean, hell, they got the Texans with their backup quarterback and they beat them. Right.
Who might be better than the starter.
I believe he is better than the starter.
But the
C.J. Stroud's not that good.
Overall, I think this team has passed a lot of tests that make you, it doesn't seem to me like they're going to play anybody in the playoffs that you can say, well, they've never played a team this good yet. They've been tested going in.
Yeah, who was it that was out, though? You had Bosa had gone out, just gone out, right, for the year. I think, was Pearsall out in that game? I think the 40, again, I'm not trying to take away from the Jags.
They were doing a weird receiver thing there for a while.
It's just the way it's
I think the 49ers are much better now than when they played them.
You play the schedule, but
this
I think
team
the Jags
probably
are
is
much
too.
better than they were. Exactly, right? And somebody posted yesterday, could you imagine what the Niners record would be if this play didn't happen? It was the
pass interference.
The pass interference where Trevor got picked off and it got overturned. And my response was 11-4. Like, I mean, you don't know you're going to win that game because of that one play. And at best, so can I imagine you could be one game better? Is that what you're insinuating? I mean, look, the 49ers may win the bye, get the bye. If they win out, they're going to have the number one seed in the NFC playoffs. Jags beat them. Panthers are leading their division. I'm not apologizing for anybody. Again, I'm just pointing out there have been a few instances where some key players have been missing against Jacksonville, but too bad. That's life in the NFL.
This team beat the Chiefs without Trayvon and
They've
Brandon.
beaten 5 playoff teams who are currently in, and no other team has done that.
Can we imagine they didn't call phantom DPI against Travis Hunter?
But you know what? We bring that up all the time. The difference in that is that ends the game, whereas the one against the 49ers is in the middle of the third quarter.
Right.
So, okay, we'll see how it plays out from that point on. By the way, the Jags were up, I think, at that point, and let's say you score, doesn't mean the Jags in the next quarter and a half wouldn't have beat you anyway. So
this is a league of overcoming the things when they go against you.
The good teams do.
Just steel yourself, Jag fans. If you do win the championship, it's going to be the most disrespected championship in all time. And you know what you should do? You should respond with 2 teal middle fingers to everybody.
Honestly, wouldn't want it any other way.
Nope. But I don't know if wouldn't want it any other way. I'd rather go 17-0 and be hailed as the greatest team of all time. But
they wouldn't.
I will take the championship
they
over
degrade
anything.
that too. Even
they'd figure out a way.
I don't know if you can degrade 17-0 and sweep in the playoffs.
I'd like to see him try. Let's put that to the test.
People
we could do that next year. Nice.
Yeah.
People still criticize Miami's schedule in 72. People will always find a way to.
Yeah, but they're still in the conversation as the greatest team of all time because no one's ever matched them.
Right.
And that's just the facts of the matter. If the Jags win, it's going to be, there's no Mahomes, there's no Lamar, there's no this, there's no that. Too bad. I want to say something
There's a Trevor.
else. Tough something. There is a Trevor.
I said that this morning. I heard Jeff on the radio talking about how easy the AFC is, and I told Mike, no, it's not easy because Trevor's here.
Right, it's not easy for anybody else right
of
now.
us.
Not the way the Jags are playing, and let's hope they can keep it up and stay healthy enough. And that's been a big factor as well for the most part this year. The guys who got hurt have been able to bounce back and come back and help this football team for the most part. All right, another half hour to go. You're listening to Jaguars Today. Got Johnny O, got Duval Doom, Mike Dempsey, Fat Tony, Dylan Denmark here with you on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey once again for Duval Ford. Big number one Duval Ford's got truck time rolling right now, and I mean rolling. Check out their huge selection of brand new F-150s. It's America's best-selling truck. For over 40 years, Duval Ford's got them in stock, and right now you can drive one home with an incredible 0% financing for 60 months. No payments for 90 days. That's right, 0 interest and no payments until deep into next year. Your new F-150 is waiting for you at big number one Duval Ford. So don't wait any longer. Swing by 1616 Cassett Avenue or online at duvalford.com.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. The Jags crushed the Colts at the bank. Now it's time to finish with a flourish. It's division domination in Indy. Jaguars, Colts, Sunday at 1. On the home of the Jaguars. 1010 XL.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit hollispools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
When the power goes out, your home shouldn't have to. Get reliable automatic backup power with a Generac standby generator from American Electrical Contractors, Jacksonville's leading Generac dealer. Be storm ready with Generac standby generators from American Electrical Contractors. Online at american-electrical.com.
This bowl season, upgrade your game plan with a visit to Burlock & Barrel, Duval's first distillery dedicated solely to whiskey, right in the Brooklyn Riverside neighborhood. Stop in to see how we turn local grains into small batch whiskey, earning awards at every competition. Book a tour, settle in for a tasting, or escape the scoreboard for a bit at our full whiskey bar. Whether your team's winning or character building, at least your whiskey can be solid. At Burlock & Barrel in Riverside or burlockandbarrel.com.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi are on a mission to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. I've instructed my team to take every reasonable offer. We won't lose your business over price. Thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to move. Get year-end savings, top dollar for your trade, and the easiest car buying experience ever. But hurry, these deals end when we hit 2,000 and we ain't leaving nothing on the table. Make it a December to remember only at Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
All right, we continue along here. I don't know how much cooler it's going to get. Beautiful weather. This is exactly the kind of Christmas I like. You know, like 72 degrees.
Fantastic.
That's perfect. For many a year, I played golf on January 1st. Went out of my way to play on January 1st just because I could. You know, and not everybody gets to do
You're
that.
playing golf out of spite.
More golf as a middle finger to all the Northerners, yes.
Right.
You know, because I have to psychologically get something out of it beyond the pure enjoyment of
You got a
hitting
little
the golf
Liam
ball.
Cohen in you.
I have Liam Cohen's got a lot of Mike Dempsey in him from that aspect. The talent and all that is all his. We're just looking at the San Fran game just to clean up my own poor memory here. It was George Kittle, who was unavailable. Now, the Bosa thing, it's like saying now, oh, you play the Jags now this week without Travis Hunter. Well, he's done for the year. He's not coming back. Kittle does change the dynamic of that team. Again, not apologizing for the win. It's a great win. and let them be as salty as they want to be out there. Well, you got to stand, whatever. But everyone's a different team, man. The fact of the matter is you stack them up, however many you get is what goes down on your record. And the Jags are fortunate enough. Like I said, Travis Hunter's been the one guy for the most part that has been season-ending. They're hopefully get Basil Tootin back sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
John, what are you hearing about Jordan Lewis and his potential?
Hadn't really heard a whole lot about him this week.
Okay, just because he got the ankle. I think it was an ankle coming out of the game and wasn't moving too well.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything on that this week.
What about Hainsey? Because he looked fine in the post-game locker room video, but they didn't let him go back into the game.
Yeah, I think I didn't get the idea from standing next to him that it was going to be an issue moving forward, but I wasn't standing in his shoes. So
Hainsey's an important one for sure. I mean, Monheim's played well when called upon this year, but Hainsey has been, I think, better than most expected. Not a shot at McCary, who's been okay, but I just feel like they've got options that can go in there, including Walker Little and play, and I feel like there's not a whole lot of drop-off at the moment.
Yeah, you start thinking about these things, John, and early in the season, like going into the year, there were people who thought McCary was probably their best offensive lineman, right, potentially for the football team going into the year. Well, that certainly is not the case. You thought Travis Hunter would be a star for him. You thought Brian Thomas Jr. would be the best player on the entire roster for them. None of those things have come true. They clinched the playoff spot already, right? Like, it hadn't gone the way that we thought it would go this year, but it's gone way better than anyone probably could have imagined it going forward.
Well, quickly, I think that speaks to the fact that this team is not going to buy into perception. They're going to play whoever is really playing the best. And I think all those things sort of play into that.
All right, let's get to today's 10-10 take.
10-10
take.
Now, Mike Dempsey's 10-10 take. Brightened up by First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
I feel like slamming a whole lot of end of the week stuff here all at the same time, but I will say this, I don't know if most of the guys who didn't make the Pro Bowl were that egregious to be left out. Like Trevor Lawrence, I think picked up momentum too late in the season to get on a lot of people's radar. The one who does stand out is Devin Lloyd, though. I mean, Devin Lloyd is a weird stat, and you can cherry pick stats. He's the only guy with 5 interceptions and 5 tackles for loss, right? So he's making plays in the pass game and stopping ball carriers behind the line of scrimmage. He's been all over the place. I think he's been a standout. I think he is the defensive MVP of this football team this year. But it doesn't matter if they're really sticking it to the Jags or not, because Liam Cohen's going to sell it that way. I truly believe that. Like, all right, see, I mean, come on, are you kidding me? And they put out a post that, look at our Pro Bowl alternates, right? They're going to hang that in every locker in the locker room all week, and these guys are going to play the disrespect card. Now, you can do that this year. Right? And lean into it as much as you can, because next year, if you go 13-4, everyone's going to pick you to win the AFC South, and anything short of that, you're going to be a disappointment to a lot of people. But for right now,
they'll figure out a way
to
still.
They're growing. They'll learn.
Oh yeah, look, I don't even think, like they said, we're not that. It's not that big a deal. We beat Denver. We're showing up. This is, we're Jarian Jones is saying, hey, we're just going out and doing what we're doing. We're preparing to play a game. We think we're as good or better than every opponent, and we're going to show you on Sunday, and that's it. And the adulation be damned. And it'll either come or it won't come. But those rings still fit just fine if you're able to achieve.
No list, no ranking matters in the NFL.
Absolutely not. Right. The standings are the power poll. That's it.
They're in, so they control their own destiny.
Right.
There will be no Vanderbilt story. And sorry to bring that up.
It's all good.
But I mean, it's not. That's what... people who get caught up in rankings are caught up in the wrong things. If you hold a trophy, that's respect.
Right. I'm not going to start now just because the Jags are getting that. You see them, you could find them number 1 or 2. And I think 2 is the appropriate place. Seattle is the top seed in the NFC. They came here and won. So I would put Seattle at the top. They just beat the Rams, who most were proclaiming as the best team in the league. And I think that's very justified. But it's the ones that are funny that have teams that like Denver. Right there, like you just lost at home. Like, what are you talking about?
Right, you lost at home. There's a 1-game difference. Like when I do rankings, if there's a 2 or 3 game difference,
sure,
it's okay, that's an upset. You lost at home to a team that's 1 game behind you. Right now, the Jaguars are better than the Broncos.
Chargers, another one I saw recently, like 35-6.
Right,
what are you talking about? Jags haven't lost since.
Right.
It's not like, oh, well, now the Jags are not playing their best football at the moment.
Now, frankly, if somebody had a ranking out there where they had the Texans ahead of the Jags, I would say I can accept the reasoning behind that because you've beat them and you haven't lost since.
Right. They won
I don't
against
agree
you
with
more
it.
recently, and they're on a 7-game winning
Right.
streak as
I can
well.
see the logic in that if I'm doing a ranking where if I had the Texans over the Jaguars, I wouldn't drop them. I think the Jaguars would beat them right now, but I'm saying that's at least a logical thing to have in your rankings. The Broncos is not.
All right, let's come up with a 3-word or less phrase to describe how the Jacksonville Jaguars have us feeling right now. We'll look through some of the ones that were submitted today. We'll give a score prediction. I know it's only Wednesday, but this is the only time we've got a chance to do that. So we'll do that when we return in a moment with Johnny O and Duval Doom. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
It's a Weight Loss Wednesday on Jaguars Today. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, your long-term solution for weight loss.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville Trust. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
Joe C. for Hard Rock Bet, where there's chances galore to put a little extra winnings under the tree this holiday season. Santa's checked his list twice, and you're on the Hard Rock Bet Nice list. Sign up now. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you'll win $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings stuffed in your stocking. Now that's holiday magic. It's all in the Hard Rock Bet app. Download it now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
The holidays are here, and before you hit the road, make sure your car is ready. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, you'll get an expert oil change in 15 minutes with no appointment, and you never leave your car. Stop by any of their convenient Jacksonville locations and let the pros get you holiday travel ready. With a 4.7 national customer rating and ranked #1 quick lube in America by Forbes, Valvoline gives you quick, trusted service when it matters most. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Drive in today and travel with confidence this holiday season.
'Tis the season for savings at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Take advantage of the Second Amendment sales tax holiday, now through December 31st. Firearms, ammo, and accessories, all tax-free. Secure your holiday gifts with a Browning gun safe, and they'll deliver it right to your door. Come test shoot the newest bows by Hoyt and Matthews at Green Acres Sporting Goods at the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard.
Hello, Jacksonville. This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we know not every injury happens on Sundays. Sometimes it's flag football, weekend yard work, or just playing with your kids. That's why we built a team of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, experts in everything from knees and shoulders to spine and sports injuries. Whether you're chasing championships or chasing your dog, we've got you. Learn more at osjax.com. That's osjax.com.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, Contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Oh noes.
Served up by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft on 1010XL.
All right, we got a motor here. We got like 5 minutes to get this in. All right, let me just give you some responses that we got to the question of the day. 3 words or less, how do the Jacksonville Jaguars have you feeling? From Alan, 1999 again. All right, that's 3 words or less. Andre says, job's not finished. Joey, winning it all. Reborn, very proud. Dane said, who's next? Savta, small town market. Love it. Chop wood, carry water. They were condensed into 2 compound words. So chop wood, carry water. All in from Sherry. Pretty damn good. Another chop wood, carry water. People can't count. Pretty. What would that be? Floating good? What would that be?
I don't know. It starts with an F.
Pretty flying good? I'm not sure. It's F with a bunch of asterisks following it. Whooping that ass is another one right there. Anyway, I feel alive, says Khalil. Yes, so do we. Over the moon, top of the world, of the, one word, O-V-D-A.
I'll give it to him.
Top of the. Let's see here.
You could have gone top
six to go. I like that. William Trevor Lawrence, like that as well. Absolutely great. And on and on and on. Oh, I'm not going to read that one. Duval Doom. You might see that one right there. Thank you, Big Cotton. We see you. I'll read it, but not on the air. I'll just go with anything's possible, right? Anything is possible, or everything's possible, or whatever. It's all anything, including winning the Super Bowl right now. Think back to 17. Oh man, we're gonna be great for the next few years. No, you weren't. Right? You don't know. You don't know what happens next year. Key injuries, bad schedule, bad luck, ball bounces the wrong way. Refs are out to get you because you're a small market team. Whatever. Doom, give me 3 words.
Very pleasantly surprised.
Very pleasantly surprised. I like it. Tony.
It's trying to figure out how I want to word it. I'll just go with let Trevor cook.
All right. That's
Waffle
a good
House
one,
Willie.
Too. Waffle House Willie. Willie T.
Very, very optimistic.
Very, very optimistic. He used to say
I like when you're optimistic,
Double
John.
points on that one. Denmark.
Gritty, not pretty.
Gritty, not pretty, baby.
I like it.
Love
If you know, you know.
Always the Jags. That's another good one. I've seen that a few times this morning as well out there on the text line. Appreciate all of you. What's our ceiling? Small market champs. On and on. And on, Bush Drive Rich says, tell Christoph I got all the Stella and Ultra he can drink if he makes it over.
He does.
By the way, Bush Drive Rich ain't going to have, or Christoph's not going to have any issue finding couches to sleep on or
refrigerators full
of beverages.
We took care of him last
to
time
enjoy.
He was just, did he? He came to a game this year.
He did come to a game this year. He came to the Monday night game.
Yeah, he was at our
as a matter of
tailgate.
fact. This year. And he was going to come by and visit us. It was our first day in the studio. And it was very much pardon our dust situation. There was a lot going on here at the time, Tony, and it wasn't the best day to have visitors. Let's just say. So, Christoph, we owe you one.
The golden day.
Finally, fun football. This one, Coach Denmark rules.
What?
On the text line. That's a good one
Love
to end
that
on. Give me a score prediction there, Dylan Denmark.
For the game on Sunday?
Yes. No, for
I'll give 34-13.
This is the last time I'm ever letting anybody go first again. That's literally what I was going to give. 34. I'm not kidding you.
Did he
Tony
ask?
did this to me 2 weeks ago.
Did he ask for the game on Sunday?
What
did he think?
I don't know what he thought we were talking about. Kansas City.
No,
Denver.
World Series.
Doom. Give me a score.
50-2.
50-2. All right. Go stand in the corner now. Tony.
I had 34-16.
34-16. All right. So you have a lot more confidence in that Colts offense. I really did. 34. I'm like, nobody's going 34-13. John, what do you got?
34-13.
34-13, of course. There you go. Perfectly well played. All right, let's say hello to XL Primetime. Doom is literally standing in the corner right now like a bad boy. So check him out on the YouTube feed at the moment. And let's welcome in Matt Hayes.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
You have to look right over Tony's head in the corner. That the camera angle almost cuts Doom off, but there he is. You see him waving his hand. We see you, Doom. Hey, be quiet now. Matt, good morning. Merry Christmas to you.
34-13.
34-13. There you go. Nobody's going to come up with that one, right? So what do you got cooking today?
Merry Christmas, fellas.
Merry Christmas.
We are. I don't even know how much sports we're going to talk today. We're going to do Christmas, our best and worst Christmas stories, best and worst Christmas presents as kids and adults. We'll talk some Jags, but we're going to get into a little. We might take a couple off ramps here.
All right, that's fine, man. Hey,
Tis
you know,
the season,
it's Christmas Eve. People are out and about. They just want to be entertained and have a smile on their face. Hard not to, the way the Jags are playing right now. So Merry Christmas to you and yours. Have a great show.
You guys too.
Appreciate that. I got the, back in the day, I got the little electronic baseball when you could flip up the one end and it had 5 different pitches you could choose. It was like the advanced version when you could.
Remember that one. That'd been good.
Oh my gosh, bro! Like I think I
missed
might
that.
still have that, honestly, at the house, like in the garage, up in the attic somewhere, kind of situation. That's hardcore. That was a good one. You had 5 different pitches, you know, and I don't even, you know, like the electronic curveball would go one dot out to the right and jump back in.
Yeah, I still have the NES that I was given for Christmas when I was 11.
Oh,
like I still have it.
Well, I've got my Sega Genesis, and you know, I do over the years. I've told the story. I once worked at a gas station in college, and a nun comes in, and she's like, "I've got this game system. Would you like it?" And it was an Atari 2600, the old one with the one red button and the stick, and she had like 20 games with it. And I'm like, and I lived in a small apartment, and I had a Sega at the time, and I'm like, I appreciate it, you know, but I didn't take it. You know, what am I going to do with it, you know? But
my Atari got broken by a girl my mom was babysitting.
I'd love to pop in some Pitfall right about now. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to all, Doom. That includes you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
the
Christmas.
rage in your eyes, Doom. I appreciate it.
You're back out of the corner once again, so we're happy to have had you in here. Johnny O, Merry Christmas to you as well.
Yeah, my 3 words are actually ozone over Dempsey. Because the championship game is Sunday.
He's talking the smack before the game goes down. That'll be interesting.
The title game is Sunday.
The title game is. You and I both made it.
It is Dempsey, or more appropriately, is Ozone versus.
No, you are the number 1 seed.
Dempsey.
I'm the number 2 seed. So it's you're the host team in this one.
My first ever appearance in any sort of fantasy league.
I got to go on the road, and it's going to be a tough
You're going
one.
on the road.
I mean, you scored like 180 this
It's going to
week.
snow.
Crowd noise is going to be a factor.
There's going to be some snow. A factor. All right, that's going to do it for us. From all of us here at Jaguars Today, our many hosts, and we thank you all, and our producer, Dylan Denmark. Merry Christmas to all. We'll talk to you Sunday on game day and hopefully celebrate a AFC championship on Victory Monday. Wouldn't that be great? Let's go Chargers, and most importantly, go Jacksonville Jaguars. And we'll talk to you next week here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars